Your next comedian coming to the stage, Jon Gelberg. Gelberg, not Gelberg, not Gelberg.
This is my daughter. She's been doing shit about me for the last half hour. Having fun. It's been a crazy week for news. Trump, Korea, everything. But my favorite story of the week was Bob Kraft. For those of you not familiar or have been hiding for the last week, Bob Kraft is the billionaire owner of the most successful football team in the last 40 years, the New England Patriots. Right. Bob Kraft spent exactly $89 for a blowjob at a massage parlor, and it was caught on film. For those of you football fans who remember Deflategate, oh, this is Fillategate. Shit. I'm looking around this room. Everyone is so damn young. How many of you are in your 20s? Fuck. How many in your 30s? Fuck. Is anyone in this room other than me older than 40?
Yes.
Oh, yes. God bless you. God bless you. I recently turned 60. Do not clap. 60 sucks in ways you can't possibly imagine. You know those commercials with those silver-haired fit couples? You're playing tennis. They're going hand in hand on the beach. They're giving each other that look. It's bullshit. When I look in the mirror now, I see two things: fat and gray hair. And I've got a really supportive wife. She goes, "But John, the gray hair makes you look so distinguished." Fuck yeah! It distinguishes me from people who are a hell of a lot younger than I am. You want to know how gray I am? I'm 60 shades of gray. And there's a big fucking difference between 60 shades and 50 shades. In 50 shades of gray, there's a lot of hot, steamy sex. In 60 shades of gray, there's a lot of hot, steamy soup. In 50 shades of gray, there's bondage and spanking. In 60 shades of gray, there are bandages and spanks. Oh, but there are similarities. Both 60 shades of gray and 50 shades of gray involve hot, dripping wax. In 50 shades of gray, it is sensually dripped on her breasts, her stomach, her loins. In 60 shades of gray, that hot, dripping wax is applied painfully to her upper lip and her chin. I know I'm an asshole, sorry. But talking about elderly sex, sex over 60 can be amazing. Unless you're having it with someone else over 60. If you're with someone half your age, you can lie back and wonderful things can happen. If you're with someone your own age, it's tender, it's beautiful, but it's not pretty. It's not athletic, it's not interesting. And I'll tell you why. Has anyone here ever used a porn search engine? Come on. Okay, admit it.
How could you?
Type in old man and babysitter. 100 videos. Type in cougar and the pool boy. 400 videos. Type in old fat guy and old sagging women, and you get 0. I know this is horrible. This is particularly painful for me because I have a very particular situation. I've been with the same woman for 35 years. I've been faithful for 35 years. And I have an 11-inch penis. That's like having a Lamborghini that you keep in the garage all month long. One day, you get to take it out for 15 minutes, then it's back in the fucking garage. Now bear with me. I hear myself. I've become the crotchety old man that I always hated. But I get crotchety now. I get it. I have no patience for anything. I can't stand bullshit. Let me give you an example. I hate the term thank you. It may sound strange, but thank you is meaningless. Who do we thank? Someone who's already opened a door that holds it for a millisecond that you get through? Oh, thank you. You go to a bar, you make it a order, 15 minutes later it comes, you still always say, thank you. Right? Now, don't get me wrong. Someone pulls me out of a fire, saves my life. Thank you. Someone agrees to sleep with me. God, thank you. But I've got a radical proposition here. Let's replace 99% of the thank yous with a whole lot of fuck yous. Because people have been getting away with murder, all this behavior, and we never call it on them. Let's start calling it on them. The guy who doesn't hold the door for you, fuck you. The asshole on the street playing some idiot game on his phone and you can't get by them, fuck you. That tour group from Iowa who blocks the entire street to take a picture of the M&M store, you've been there. Fuck each and every one of you. I'm serious. I am serious here. Because fuck you will change the world. You call someone else once and say fuck you, he goes, ooh. That person, you call him out 10 times, it will change behavior. Like tonight. For those of you who've been talking among your friends, you know who you are. Not paying attention, not laughing. Fuck you! For the rest of you who've been listening and laughing and having a good time, thank you for being a great, great fucking crowd.